The Faith of the Apostles. The Acts of the Apostles is a book that recounts how the disciples of Jesus continued his good works after his ascension to heaven. It is obvious that they succeeded in continuing with the works of Christ, following Jesus, and carrying on his divine assignment here on earth. But as we read about the great things that God accomplished through them, it will also be useful to pay attention to the faith that produced those works through them. The faith that healed the lame, sent them where God wanted, removed the obstacles of fear and self-preservation, made them work as a team, and ultimately preached the gospel everywhere they went, establishing believers all over the earth. Peter and John encountered a lame man at the Beautiful Gate who was expecting to get alms from them. Instead, they challenged him to rise up and walk in the name of Jesus. Yes, sickness flees in the name of Jesus, but their exact words reveal their faith. As I give to you. In the name of Jesus Christ, rise up and walk. They demonstrated faith in the authority that is in the name of Jesus, and we saw the result. These guys were sure of their relationship with Jesus and the authority he had given them to use his name. Do you have a personal relationship with Jesus? Again and again, we read in the book of Acts how individuals received specific instructions from the Lord to visit someone, pray for someone, or lead an individual or a family to Christ. When Ananias was asked to visit Paul, he was skeptical but still went. Peter went to the house of Cornelius. Their faith was demonstrated in how they were willing to obey at the instance they knew what the Lord was leading them into. Philip went to join the chariot of the Ethiopian official, and their conversation sent the light of the gospel of Christ to East Africa. The faith of the apostles is the faith that wakes up in the morning, saying, "Lord, wherever you'll have me, I will go." Repeatedly, Paul was warned that danger and harm were waiting for him in Jerusalem, Acts 20. But none of these persuaded him to abandon his plans to visit the city. I have always wondered why Paul would not shelve his plans in the face of obvious danger from the gatekeepers of Jerusalem. Now I understand that he was not afraid to die for the sake of the gospel. Fear of men and our self-preservation instincts can keep us from going all the way. For Jesus, Paul went, and really, the problem was waiting for him. He was indeed arrested and mistreated, but this also led to him insisting on being tried in Rome. To Rome, he was sent, and God got him there safely in spite of the dangerous voyage. But also, in Rome, all his accusers were now far away in Judea. Though not released, he was freer to testify about Jesus and to write most of the epistles that we read today. I pray that our faith will bring us to that place where we are neither afraid of men nor what can happen to our lives for the sake of the gospel. The faith of the apostles was also demonstrated in how they went about their assignment teams. While the core remained in Jerusalem, persecution dispersed the rest of the church far and wide, and they went in twos or more. Paul and Barnabas, Paul and James, Timothy and Silas, and John, etc. They went in the company of each other, following a pattern established by Jesus and knowing that the assignment was bigger than an individual. They were not trying to make a name for themselves, but rather to make sure that the blessings of Jesus get to as many people as possible, since it is for all. I hear Robert Morris say that it was only at Athens, where Saul preached alone while waiting for the rest of his team, that the church was not immediately established. It was also in these teams that they imparted spiritual gifts and mentored the next generation. It reminds me of a saying that if you want to travel fast, go alone, but if you want to travel far, go with others. It has been 2,000 years, and the gospel is still on the move, thanks to their faith and example. By faith, they preached the gospel at every opportunity they had. They preached in transit, at the gate, in the city center, at the beach, in the house, on a sinking boat, at a conference, at the town hall, literally everywhere. What a faith! They did not hold back from sharing the gospel in order not to offend. They did it prayerfully and with wisdom. Their faith demonstrated the power of the gospel to save individuals and change cultures. Note, there was no shortage of miracles, signs, and wonders. As they went, the lame walked, the blind saw, the dead rose, idols were vanquished, etc. Through it all, they kept the focus on the gospel and the power of God. The challenge today is to walk in the faith of the apostle so that we can see a repeat of the Acts of the Apostles in our time. God bless you.